This is a HeadGum podcast.
All right, friends, welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Ears down. Just kidding. I'm getting over a cold.
Oh, yeah.
So, not feeling too hot, Papa. Not feeling too hot. And do have to leave soon. Have to depart.
Oh, yeah, by the time you guys see this, we'll be about to leave New York, but we will be going to New York. And tell them what for, Papa.
For Wicked. The Wicked premiere. Wicked 2. Wicked for good, if you will. How was it? Did I have fun? Let me know. I think I'm going to have fun. But I really do feel like every time I get sick,
You get your period.
well, yes, that is a fact. When I get sick, boom, my period starts. That's how it feels. Like nothing kicks it off quite like that.
Right.
I'm either sick or I'm on vacation. Those are the only two times my period spontaneously decides to join me. Although this wasn't spontaneous, the sickness was. I did know I was going to get it this week. Anyways, what I was going to say was every time I get sick, doing this job, I'm like, I don't have time for this. So I have to like really attack the sickness severely. Yeah, I have to punch back.
Yeah. Punch up, if you will.
Yeah, I'm punching up on my sickness.
Yeah.
And every time I do have that feeling, I think about the Family Guy skit I've told you about.
Of course, that's what
where it's like
we're going
they're
into.
like it's something, the cutaway, like the setup for the cutaway is something like,
Oh, your nails are so cute.
thank you.
I was just going to tell you that your teeth
I
look
said,
really white.
Let us be glad.
That's what I was gonna say. Mine are girl in the bubble, and then now I'm losing the bubbles, and then there are things happening in them, and I don't like it. Craters. Wait, okay. So you, I was also
What were you
saying
saying?
your teeth look really white today too.
Oh my God, thank you.
For once, usually they look really yellow, but today they look really white. I just wanted to point that out.
Thanks. I didn't brush.
Oh,
Just
so
kidding.
that's the trick.
That's the trick that dentists don't want you to know. Big Tooth doesn't want you to know that.
Big Denty doesn't want you to know.
I think the setup is something like there's nothing. This is more annoying than a woman, a 9-to-5 working woman that can't get sick right now. And then it's Peter as a woman, and he's in a cubicle, and he's like sneezing, and like someone looks over the cubicle, and she goes, maybe you should go home. And then he's like, I have to finish these reports. I just cannot get sick right now.
I hate that.
Yeah. And then she's like, and then he keeps sneezing, and he's like, like the flu almost. And then she's like, I'm taking you home. Mm-hmm. He's like, I just cannot get sick right now. And every time I feel like that, I'm like, I don't have time for this. That's what I feel like. I just cannot get sick right now.
I hate that enough. Enough.
She's, maybe you should go home. I just have to finish these reports.
I can't let them down.
I'll tell you this though. I watched some Family Guy episodes. They have like a new weird like season that's like, it's called Exclusives, and they're all holiday episodes, and they're brand new ones I've never seen.
Oh, cool.
I was watching a couple of them. Dude, LMAO. Let me tell you something.
Shut the fuck up.
LMAO.
Let's just say I was ROFLing.
Let's put it this way. LMFAO. That's how I felt. They're funny as fuck, dude. Ugh. It makes me so mad. Like, it's so good.
Right.
And there's like, there was like this one, it was like a Halloween episode, and Suey's like wants to be Sunny and Cher for Halloween with Brian, and he like basically bullies him into doing the costume with him and wants him to take him trick-or-treating, and he's like, how do you know I don't have plans already? And he's like,
I feel like I've seen this one.
It's new. I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
And then he goes, with who? And then he goes,
That's you to me.
and he goes, anyways.
That's really Drew. That was Drew trying to make me be Soulja Boys. That was Drew.
Yeah. And everyone agreed with me. I felt very validated in the comments. Thank you. Anyways, the Halloween episode where they're Sunny and Cher, he basically they get into a huge fight, and then he turns into like Frankenstein, like Victor Frankenstein, and he brings Rupert to life because he wants him to be his friend and do the costume.
I haven't watched Frankenstein either yet. Me and Carrie are going to watch it in New York together.
You're tripping. I watched it. Loved it.
And I talked about it on our Patreon live. Like I said, I need to watch it. And I said, and I heard Oscar Isaac shows Bush, so I'm locked in. I know
everyone
seemed confused, and then I was like, and if you think I'm spreading propaganda, I am repeating what I saw on TikTok.com.
Right, and it's not Bush, but like he does there is like a scene where he's like in the tub and like you can see like he's like basically spread eagle, like he's getting a wax, like he's like
he's butterflying. Yeah,
he's butterflying, but he's kind of like this, and he's laying back, so the water is just barely covering.
Like I was watching interviews of him and Jacob Elordi, and I was like, he's just such a beautiful man. Like I have loved Oscar Isaac for so long. He's so handsome.
And this is not a spoiler, but like there's a part where he like the part they're talking about with the tub is like he's just taking a bath. And then the other part they're talking about is when he collapses on the bed because he's just so tired, but he has no shirt on. And I think he has pants on, but they're like undone. And so he just like collapses on the bed.
Bush is billowing out behind the pants.
I think it's like Happy Trail Central.
Behind his panty.
I wasn't really looking, as you guys know. I'm not a pervert.
I'm going to watch it with Carrie and have a thing. Like a magnifying. I'm using my phone. Her dad does this thing where when we're in public and when he has to read a menu and he can't read it, he takes a picture of it and then he zooms in so he can read it.
He's so me.
So that's me, but taking pictures of Oscar Isaac.
You have
Bush.
that Junie Cortez sunglasses where it's like he like
I'm trying to see Oscar Isaac Bush.
No, but he's like he falls asleep like that.
Okay.
Almost borderline tooted up, you know? Tooted up. And tooted and ready to be booted is what it looks like. and then
submissive and ready.
Yeah, okay. Like so breathable and submissive.
Yeah.
And then like he wakes up like naturally, but when he wakes up, he's like on his back and he's like spread eagle.
Okay.
Like he's just not naturally sleeping, right? And then he wakes up, and then the monster is
creature.
Yeah, the creature. He's at the end of his bed, just standing there.
Me.
And I literally, when I was watching with Billy, I go, "Oh my god, that would scare the fuck out of me." I'd be like, "Damn, we need to get you a bell." Yeah. That's what
Oh, I need to rewatch that movie. I just recently rewatched Zootopia. I can't remember if I talked about it on here.
Yes.
What a funny ass movie.
Dog,
it makes me laugh every time I watch it.
Funny.
I'm so excited for the second one. I cannot believe they didn't invite you to that premiere, but I am very excited to see it.
I can believe it.
I'm just kidding.
And here's a fun fact this is a fun fact, and who gives a fuck, because like they're never inviting me to anything anymore unless I'm working it, right? Which is fine. I really do think like if you get on and this is just like a fun fact, if you get on a streak, if you're not a Disney creator, like if you're not someone who talks about Disney all the time or whatever, and you get invited to a Disney premiere, I think like it could be like select. So obviously like here's a perfect example. Someone like Brittany would get invited to Star Wars because she like talks about Star Wars. Someone like me would get invited to Moana because racism. But
also we talk about Moana.
Right, we talk about Moana and all that. But like, you know what I mean? Like in those general categories, they'll probably invite you.
Sure.
But like if you get on one and you start getting invited to them, which I was, if you miss one,
I was gonna say we missed one.
They take you off.
Yeah.
Like I swear to fucking God,
we missed it in 2023.
And the only other one I've gone to since then is Moana 2.
Yeah. And
that's because I worked a bunch of shit for Moana. I saw Moana 2 2 months before everybody else did.
Yeah.
So like I was like working with Disney specifically for Moana 2. Like, so like that was different. But as far as just general invites, like I missed one, haven't been invited since.
No, you're right.
So like I really do think like unless it's Disney specific or it falls in your category or you have perfect attendance. Those are like the only.
No, you're right.
And like people who go to a lot of premieres, like, and they're going to all of them, like they're not going to miss Disney ones. I didn't mean to miss it. It wasn't intentional that I missed it.
No, we had a family thing going on, yeah.
But
no, like obviously I was
clearly I bit the hand that fed me.
No,
so,
that's what you get.
Yep.
Obviously I saw Blake went and I was so excited for him to go.
And that makes sense.
Yeah. No,
that
makes
perfect sense that he would go.
No, he did a bunch of press with him and I was like,
and I saw
so
Leo
cute.
went too.
Gonzalez.
Yeah. But that's again perfect attendance. Like I haven't had perfect attendance like Leo has.
Sure.
So unfortunate. But I am really excited for Zootopia too.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a banger.
There's so
honestly.
many famous people in it. Like
I know I
everyone,
saw Quinta's in it.
Everyone from the Handsome Pod is in it, and they're in a scene together.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Tig, May, and Fortune.
Oh my God, how fun. I love
There's
Fortune.
so many new people in it. Fortune is so nice.
I love her.
Yeah. We've never met Tig or May, but what a dream that would be.
Two bad
bitches at the same time. No, that would be really fun.
Add it to my list of people I'm trying to
I feel
famous lesbians I'm trying to have on my pod. Speaking of, I am gonna have another famous lesbian pretty soon. That is going to rock your world. Okay, it's gonna blow your mind. And no, it's not Chapel. I already had Chapel. It's gonna be someone I haven't had yet.
I'm so friends. We're gonna take a quick little break, and this is with our friends at Field. So, what do you want? Not family, not friends, not society at large. You. What do you want, and how do you want it? Without the noise of external opinions, you may have the space to find out. On the dating app Field, curiosity leads the way towards intimacy with others and yourself. Desires, interests, the space to change again and again. There's room for all of it here. If you have a fantasy, say it. If you have a desire, include it in your bio. You just may get what you want. If life on Field interests you, here's a closer look at exactly what happens here. Field doesn't gatekeep connection. In an age where dating apps create hurdles to finding your people, Field is built differently. They don't guide your desire. You will be neither punished nor rewarded for exploring your desires unless that's your thing. You can change. On Field, who you were yesterday may not be who you are today. 62% of Field members evolve their sexuality, interests, and desires within their first year on the app. In a place where there's no pressure to be anything, who will you be? Expand your curiosity. There are 20 plus sexuality and gender identities listed on Field. In this space, you can explore who you are without judgment and see what you have in common. Know what you're looking for? Field just rolled out their shared desires feature. That immediately shows you what you have in common with someone else. Download Field, that's F-E-E-L-D, today on the App Store or Google Play. Now, back to the episode.
I'm so glad we brought up famous lesbians because we are going to announce something fun right now. It has nothing to do with that, but I just thought it was a fun segue.
Big announcement alert! Woo! We're doing 2 live shows in January. Woohoo! They're both going to be in Southern California. Don't get mad at us. That's just where we're at right now, okay? But we will make our way somewhere else, I'm sure. But we are doing 2 live shows. One is in BREA on January 29th. The other one is in Pasadena on January 30th.
Yes.
And while you're watching this on Tuesday, November 18th, while you're watching it on Tuesday, November 18th, if you're part of the Patreon, tickets will go live at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Today.
You get early access if you're part of the Patreon.
Yes.
So today at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, if you are part of the Patreon, you can get tickets first. But if you're not part of the Patreon, that's totally okay. You will also get access to tickets on Friday, November 21st.
At 10 a.m.
Pacific Standard Time. And that is the 3rd time we've done this.
Yes.
You would think we know, but we don't.
No.
And if you are in the chat, I feel like most of the people in the chat have seen us live in some capacity, whether it was through the Patreon or actually live.
Sure.
So if you do know, you already know how the live shows go. But if you don't know, I think it's a grand old time, personally.
I'm going to have a blast. I know that.
Yeah, just what you watch every week, you're just going to see live. That's pretty much the vibes. But it's going to be a key, and it's going to be really fun. And we're really excited to do some funnies live again.
If some of you are like type A, the show in BREA will be at the BREA Improv at 8 p.m.
Yes.
And the one in Pasadena will be at the Ice House.
Yes.
At 7:30 p.m.
Yes. And once again, if you are part of the Patreon, you will get early access. And if not, you will still get access just a couple days later.
We do want to note too that the venues are really small, so tickets may sell out quickly, so make sure you get them ASAP.
Yeah, and if you want to come party with us, I think it's going to be fun. And we always have a good time when we perform live, and I feel like it's always a giggle and a half for everybody involved. So very exciting. If you guys are interested to come see us, please come see us. I think it's going to be fun, and it'll be a fun new way to kick off the new year. Maybe you want to get these tickets for you and your friend. It would make the perfect gift for Christmas. So maybe give people in your circle the gift of us. Why not? Why wouldn't you? But yeah, make sure y'all come see us if you'd like. It's, I think, going to be really fun, and we do have fun performing live. So I think y'all will enjoy it too.
The tickets will be available at drewoffawallow.com/tour, and the link will be in the description box below.
And it will be linked in my bio and in Dason's and on Two Idiot Girls and on the Patreon. If you're already in the Patreon, you'll see it. So very exciting. We've been teasing it already for the past couple weeks, and I know a lot of you guys were excited. So make sure you come see us. Prove it. You're excited to see us? Come prove it then. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good old time.
I'm excited.
For Christmas. For live shows.
I can't wait to go to Ice House.
To BREA Improv.
Can't wait.
So it's going to be really fun. Make sure y'all come see us if you'd like. Anyways, back to Oscar Isaac's bush.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's go back to Oscar Isaac's
Let's
bush.
hard pivot back. Just kidding. I just wanted to say that part where he wakes up and he's just fucking standing there. I'd be like, nah. I really did yell out loud because I was so like frightened.
Did it feel like a long movie?
Yes,
Okay.
it did.
That's why I haven't committed yet.
I saw the funniest clip of Brooke and Connor talking about Frankenstein.
Okay.
Brooke was good telling Connor.
They're us.
They're so us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so us.
You're Connor,
and
obviously.
yeah, and you're Brooke.
Yeah.
But
Well, sometimes I think I'm like more, I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
no, I think you're more Brooke than.
No, I agree.
But there are aspects of Brooke I think that cross over more with me.
That's what I mean.
Like the
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love her. Love both of them,
I love
honestly.
to read books.
I guess. Just kidding. Remember last week when I was like, you didn't read that book? Liar.
He didn't read Sunburn because I'm all like, he's fucking reading it. And then that's why I said I don't read these fairy fuck books. I can't read these words. They're too big. Go ahead.
I believe in you. Anywho, she was saying, they were talking about Frankenstein or something, and then she was like, well, I haven't finished it. And he goes, what do you mean? And she goes, well, I haven't finished it because I think it's about 72 hours long. And
yes, approximately. Yeah.
And honestly, like, it did feel long. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, I think it's just because so much happens. Like, there's so
it's
many.
a 2.5 hour movie.
I know,
So,
and
yeah.
they tell it in like chapters.
Okay.
Too. So like, but honestly, I really loved like the way that it was sectioned off like
Sure.
that. I thought it did it more justice that way. But don't jump me. I haven't read Frankenstein, like, transparently. I haven't read it yet. I do want to. It's on my TBR because it's like the OG romantasy science fiction gothic horror. Like, it's like an OG. Like, Mary Shelley is a fucking pioneer, like,
Right.
literally. But I thought it was stunning. I thought the actors obviously did a wonderful job. And then I thought the direction of it was so beautiful. Like, Guillermo del Toro is obviously a mastermind.
That girl, yeah.
And I really liked Shape of Water. Did you ever watch Shape of Water?
I liked Shape of Water. It was weird, but I liked it.
It was
yeah.
weird as fuck, but that's kind of what I like about him. I love that he humanizes monsters.
Have you watched his version of Pinocchio? Is it Pinocchio? I think it is.
I've never watched that one. I don't like Pinocchio. I told you it scares
Well,
me.
his is a stop motion.
I know, but like, I don't like the story of Pinocchio. It creeps me out.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Guillermo del Toro,
Yeah.
but like, and I love his vision for things.
Sure.
And I love watching him in interviews.
He's so cute.
He's so sweet.
And he's such like a great, like, I like, he's so like interactive. I really enjoy watching him do anything, really.
I also, have you seen this like discourse? It's not really a discourse. I think it's just something that multiple celebrities have been commenting on recently when they were talking about method acting. And then they asked Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi about it. And then they were like, no, I just like don't take it home. Like, it's.
I can't remember who I was watching talk, because people have been talking about that a lot.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's another weird movie, but like, is it The Lighthouse, the one with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson? I think they both said that they wanted to. I can't remember if they method acted in that one, so this is a bad example that I'm giving. But I'm thinking of like actors like Shia LaBeouf or people like that who
even like Charlie Hunnam said he was like low key doing that with Ed Gein.
Yeah, which I don't think it makes it. And the examples I've seen is that like men primarily do this.
Yes, yeah.
And then
that was what I was
and
getting
it's almost
at.
like they're expected, like they are entitled and think that like, well, I'm method acting, so I can be mean on set and be a diva and do whatever I want all the time. And they're allowed to because they're like, well, he's method acting.
And women don't have the luxury.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, and I saw Kirsten Dunst say like, I don't know anything about that because I have kids. Like, I have things to do.
Her and her husband have both
Which
said
I
like,
think
I don't
is,
understand
like-
doing that. Yeah.
And then I saw a clip of Jacob Elordi saying
Me too.
the same thing. Like, he was like, I don't think that's necessary. Like, I really don't.
I feel like in that same interview too, he's like we should be having fun in between takes too.
Yeah.
Like, he's all like, where it feels
it
like
should
normal.
be light and because we're making art and it should be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Even if you have to play. Well, and then like, if I speak as a non-actor with no experience, I just feel like if you have to do that to do it, maybe you don't have it.
Sure.
If you have to do that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to do a lot of research and then be like really get enthralled, which I think all actors do. Like they do a lot of research, they like read a lot, they make notes, they like
immerse themselves in the character.
Yeah, and they do things like, what would her favorite color be? Or what would her favorite food be? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they say things like that to help get into character, which I think is fair. I think that makes sense. But when they're just like so enthralled in it that they just like, I can't separate reality from, what's your problem? Like when that happens, I'm like, grow up.
I was gonna say,
I have things to do. Like that's why I thought it was so funny when she was like, I have fucking kids. I don't have time for that shit.
I have to go home.
Like I don't have time for that shit. I have to be myself when I go home because I have children. Where men are like, and okay, you know I'm in the middle of a movie. You know that about me. Yeah. Like, whatever. Also, about Frankenstein, I will say this. I feel like there was obviously I've seen the clips before I watched the movie of them saying like, what's her name in the movie?
Mia Goth.
No, I know her name, her real name. I'm talking about her name in the movie. I'm forgetting it.
I haven't seen it. Couldn't tell you.
Me forgetting. Anyways, Mia Goth's character, she almost feels like motherly towards the creature. But
Elizabeth?
Yes, Elizabeth. But can I say,
okay, friends, we're gonna take another quick little break, and this is with our friends at Cornbread Hemp. Life's been a little crazy lately, and one thing that helps me unwind, Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies. Y'all know that we're huge advocates for self-care, mental health, things like that, relaxation, and I am a huge fan of the CBD gummies that Cornbread Hemp makes because I feel like they add to your self-care experience, if that makes sense. So Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD. Formulated to help relieve discomfort, stress, and sleeplessness. All products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, 2 Idiot Girls listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/2idiotgirls and use code 2idiotgirls at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/2idiotgirls and use code 2idiotgirls. Now, back to the episode.
there was a sexual charge and energy unlike anything I've ever felt before when they were together. I really felt like there is something palpable about these two. Like when he was the monster and she was just her, like obviously Elizabeth. Mm-hmm. Like the very first time they see each other, sexual charge in the air.
Okay.
So the mother thing wasn't really making a lot of sense to me. That wasn't translating to me as much.
That's not what you got.
No, because I felt like that was more Victor's thing. Like Victor was looking like he you'll see in the movie, but he was like really attached to his mom. So like that felt more like he needed more of a motherly energy.
Okay.
The creature though, she wanted to bounce on it. It was obvious.
Okay.
That's what it felt like when I saw it. And I'm not mad at it at all. I'm just saying like I didn't get that when I saw people's like analyses of the movie. I was like, oh, interesting. Yes, the film. Yes, the art of it. And then when I watched them meet for the first time, I said, they want to fuck each other. Like that's what I was thinking. Okay. I was like,
I'll report back my findings.
Obviously, the creature didn't think that at first, but I think it was kind of obvious at the end. Also, too, the creature dripped out. Had the sickest outfits and aura. Like, what's going on there? Like, who gave him all those outfits? Sure. Like, but there are many emotional parts in the movie too. It was very sad. Like, there were lots of parts where I was like, I felt motherly towards the creature. Okay. Because people were being mean to him. Yes. And I was like, that's so fucked up. Why are you treating him that way? Mm-hmm. So I felt more motherly. Maybe that was the point, was to make you feel more motherly towards the creature. Okay. Even though many women are not feeling motherly towards that creature, they
want to bounce on it.
Yeah, they want to bounce on it.
They want to see Oscar Isaac full bush.
Right. Bush, yeah. And I know that Jacob Elordi is like 6'5", yes. And because he's so skinny, I think that's why it makes him look even taller. Sure. As Frankenstein's monster dude.
The creature.
Yeah. Is it like offensive to call him a monster? You think?
He's the creature, so don't misname him.
You don't misgender him.
Don't misgender. Don't dead name him.
You keep correcting me like it's
because I've seen people saying stop calling him Frankenstein. He's the creature.
No, I know he's not Frankenstein. I was just calling him a monster.
I know, so I'm telling you he's the creature.
Wow.
Use his chosen name, please. We're going to refer to Jacob Velarde.
Yeah, well, anyways, the creature, like, as the creature dog, he looks 9.5 feet tall. It's also, fucking nuts.
Something called movie magic. We have to think about that, too.
I know, they probably put him in fucking Bratz boots, huh?
Right.
He probably has.
He's wearing Rick Owens.
Yeah, he's wearing those cat's eye boots, those with big ass ones.
I was going to say the Marc Jacob Heaven boots with the little thing. Yeah. Did you see they did a collab with Doc Martin?
No, but that's cool.
And I was looking at them, I'm like, God, I kind of want to get these. And I was like, where would I wear those? And where would I wear those?
I will say something that is speaking to my spirit is those like knee-high fur boots that everybody has.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're like boots, but they're like fur. Like all of it is fur. Even
like Snooki ones like that?
Kind of, yeah. Okay. Yeah, almost exactly
from
like
that time. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, even fucking the creature, he has those on.
Really?
Yeah, he has those on. And I said, now I have to get them.
Oh, so the creature gets them and I don't.
Yeah, he's aura farming constantly throughout the movie too.
Aura farming.
He's aura farming constantly throughout the movie. He's like
every time because seeing pictures of his face, I'm like, it looks like he's going like this.
Yeah, and also he looks less scary when he has hair. When he doesn't have hair, it's giving Spooktown a little bit.
Okay.
When he doesn't have hair, it's giving Anatomy. Like I feel like it's every vein in his fucking skull. But when he has the hair,
it's giving varicose.
Yeah, when he has the hair, it's giving aura, which is different.
Right.
So like I was like, hair, I'm rocking with.
Hair, Rizzler. No hair, scary.
Pervert.
Kill it. And kill it.
And kill it. Like when he shaved his head, kill it.
Kill it.
Actually kill it. Also the costuming was just unbelievable in that movie.
I know, I'm excited because I watched interviews with Guillermo del Toro talking about like the color choices he made throughout it to show their journeys throughout it. So I'm excited
beautiful.
to watch it.
It was 10 out of 10 in my book. What a fun watch. I was like texting Brittany about it because she knows you haven't seen it yet. And I was telling her, bring back fun movies.
Sure.
What a fun watch.
Oh, it's not like a drama or like
no,
sad?
It is.
Oh, okay.
No, it is. It's very dramatic.
I didn't think it was like silly, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and Frankenstein. Yeah,
it's How to Be Single, starring Dakota Johnson.
He's just not that into you. It's always a dating movie.
Starring Dakota Johnson and The Creature.
Yes.
No, it's fun because it's like so like.
Is it campy?
Yeah, it's just so dramatic. Like there's just so much pageantry to it. I just think that's so fun. Like
I'm excited.
And I love a sci-fi, like a gothic horror. Like I love that. And it's like it's kind of giving like what Nosferatu gave, but less like Nosferatu kind of makes you a little uncomfortable because it's meant to.
Yes, but I also didn't watch it.
Yeah. Oh well.
You didn't watch it either.
I bought it.
I bought it too, and I never watched it.
Well, and can I be honest? I watched it in like 60 parts on TikTok.
Watched it on TikTok, so yeah.
I watched it in order though. I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
I couldn't believe some of the clips they got on there. I couldn't believe it. They had like 2 likes, but I watched them.
Okay.
Essentially, I watched it on 1, 2, 3 movies. Like
does he show Bush in that?
He shows. Wait. No, he shows like well, I guess like
is Pennywise Nosferatu? Oh, he is, or Count Orlok. That's who it is, right? Okay.
Yeah, same dude.
Speaking of Nosferatu, which
anyways, loved Frankenstein. Yeah. It was wonderful.
I was gonna say I've been watching I Love LA. It's really funny. I can't remember if I talked about that last week.
Yeah, you did. I think.
And it's about transplants from LA. I don't know that any of them have been saying that, but I could tell you as someone who's not even from LA and I've gone out there a bunch the last few years.
Yeah,
it's about people who move there. It's really funny. I've been watching Welcome to Derry. I'm still confused. I don't know what's going on there. Book update. I finished Cleat Cute. I realized I never talked about this last week. I loved it.
You did talk about Cleat Cute.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, the week before.
I can't remember. So I finished Cleat Cute. I loved that. I just finished Shifting Gears. That's one of the best lesbian books I've ever read. I text Kendall immediately. And then right now I'm about to start Bloomtown.
Nice.
And people are going to be excited to hear that because I've been being harassed to read it. So getting into that.
Nice. No reading updates on my end, unfortunately.
That's okay.
But I also just watched for the first time Memoirs of a Geisha, because it was on Netflix, and I was like, I know that this movie, when I took some film classes, this movie is referenced a ton. The movie itself is very intriguing and very beautiful, like beautifully shot. The plot line itself is wildly problematic. I genuinely was like, when I was watching it. It's very...
Are they like performers? Geishas?
Yeah, geishas are performers. Like geishas are... It's like a very, very serious art, like that they take and take very seriously, and they do for many years. Like they study for so many years and like in order to become geisha. But I've watched people do like breakdowns of problems associated with this movie doing so well, because it has almost convinced people that geishas are sex workers.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, which they are not at all. There were sex workers at the same time that would mimic geishas, but which is part of the problem. It's like colonization, it's all of that stuff, right? White supremacy. The main crazy part about this movie is that the main girl and her sister get sold to a geisha house, or tried to get sold, because their parents have no money and the mom is sick, so he sells them off. But the lady who like manages essentially the geisha house goes, that one's ugly, that one's not, send the ugly one away, I'll take this one. And the one who's taken is obviously the main character, and she has blue eyes, which like this book is also based off a real life story, an account of a real geisha who hates that fucking movie and hates how they portrayed her, because it's like none of that is true. She doesn't have blue eyes, she wasn't sold by her parents, like they just added all that extra shit. It's like white guy shit. They like put it in there. Yeah. Because then it's like, ooh, she's so different because she has blue eyes, which is such a Aryan thing to do. Like just such an unnecessary detail to add in there.
But I know one of the questions on Google says, why does she have blue eyes in Memoirs of a Geisha?
Yeah. And then I'd like to think at that time they would find that to be like an omen. Like they would not, I don't think they would be like, ooh, I think they'd be like, what's wrong with her? Right. You know what I mean? Just because there was no access to information the same way that there is now. And obviously they weren't as colonized at the time. But I just thought the movie was beautiful, like looked stunning. And one thing I thought was cool about it was depicting Japanese people like that in a way that was like, that is their standard of beauty. That is the most beautiful woman they could think of. And they look like Japanese women. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Sure.
But the storyline, dude, is like she's suffering at this geisha house, right? And she's being tortured by the main geisha who works there because she's jealous of her because she has blue eyes. But she's also like 12. So there's that too. She's getting bullied by this 20-year-old woman and then beaten and shit like that. Like when she fucks up, and because she's basically just a servant. And then she basically is shown kindness by this random guy, because the goal is to become a geisha and then essentially perform and make a lot of money, pay off your debt to that geisha house, kind of do your own thing. And
so
then
it's like they have drag moms and then they're living in a drag house.
Yes.
Take another quick little break, and this is with our friends at Honeylove. So y'all know that I'm on a bra journey, right? Like sometimes I like to wear them, sometimes I don't. But what I really love about Honeylove is that their bras have no underwire. They like hold your chest up in a way that doesn't feel like you're restricted, and it almost feels like you don't have one on all day. Huge freaking fan. So holiday outfits start with the right foundation. Honeylove bras and shapewear give you comfort and confidence, whether you're in sparkles at a holiday party or in cozy sweaters with your family. Their new Cloud Embrace bra is the perfect treat yourself gift. If it's a modern wireless t-shirt bra with sturdy, lightweight, padded foam cups that feel like a cloud against your skin, it's a wireless bra for people who love underwire. It's sold out in days, so don't wait. This is a present to put under the tree or in your own stocking. Honeylove is an independent female-founded brand. All Honeylove products are intelligently designed by women who actually wear them, including founder Betsy, who is highly involved in the development of each product. Honeylove bras are supportive and wire-free thanks to the bonding technology that lifts without underwear. You deserve a bra that's lightweight and comfortable without sacrificing support. Treat yourself or someone you love to Honeylove this holiday season, and right now you can save 20% at honeylove.com/2idiotgirls. Just use our exclusive link, honeylove.com/2idiotgirls, to grab your discount. After you order, they'll ask you where you heard about Honeylove, so please support our show and let them know that we sent you. Celebrate the season feeling confident and comfortable with Honeylove. Now back to the
drag house.
Yes. Okay. And then eventually, right? Like you would get, they have like a name for it. I don't remember the name and I don't want to say it, but like I don't want to guess because I don't want to be offensive. But like they have a name for basically a guy, like a sponsor. Like you basically have a really, really rich guy that you're his favorite. So he just basically, you're like his girlfriend, but not. And then he just pays for everything. And that's the ultimate goal as in this movie. And she is shown kindness by this guy who is one of those people. Like he's one of those guys that can sponsor geishas, but he spends time with them. And he's like, he buys her like a cherry ice thing. And he's like, don't cry, little one, right? Which I will say too, I always find it funny in these movies where they speak English. Like, when they're speaking English.
Just use subtitles, yeah.
Well, I also think that about Coco too. Like that also makes me laugh because I'm like, why would they be speaking English? Like they would never be speaking English. Like that's funny. But anyways, he shows her this kindness. She's probably 9, maybe 9 or 10 at the time. And then she gets in her head, like he gives her a little handkerchief or something to wipe her mouth. And he's like, there we go, little one. A little smile for me. Love that. Walks away. Then she goes home. He gives her money that could have she could have saved. She goes and runs and makes a wish and basically wishes to become his geisha. And then you just kind of fast forward a little bit. It time jumps a couple times and she's essentially just chasing that guy. She's like, okay, like I'm going to become geisha so that he can come and take me away from all this or whatever. And then eventually they end up together at the very end.
Ew, wasn't there a big age gap?
Yes. Oh. Yes, she was 9 when he first met her. And then when he kisses her at the very end, and that's supposed to be the happy ending, I think she's like 19, 20.
And he's 4,000 years old.
He looks the same, because they filmed the movie in the same time period.
Movie magic.
So if you can believe it, didn't age a day in 10, 15 years. But Billy, like the whole time we were watching, Billy goes, what the fuck? Like while we're watching, he's like, that's the same guy? Like, and I go, yeah, like that's like the guy she's chasing, which is just so weird. Like, anyways, I'd never seen that movie before. So I was like,
I've never seen it. I think I watched clips of it in college, but
yeah, because they always reference it in film classes because it's like highly revered by like the Academy and stuff.
Yeah, they won like Oscars for a bunch of it.
I was on a little kick. I was on a little kick watching all that, and then watching Frankenstein right after.
It's no Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I'll tell you that much. Yeah. But then, and also Michelle Yeoh is also in Memoirs of a Geisha.
I do know that. I already knew that. Yeah.
She becomes her drag mom, if you can believe it.
Her drag mother.
Yeah, she becomes her drag mother, and she's like, I'm going to make you the baddest geisha in this town.
Oh, it won Best Cinematography. I bet that's why we watched it a billion times.
And it was really beautifully filmed, and it looked beautiful. But other than that, I just thought it was interesting. I had never seen that movie before. But Frankenstein, I will tell you, halfway through, I paused it just to see how much there was left, because I just couldn't believe it.
It came on my thing, and I go, 2.5 hours later.
No, I checked. I told Billy, can you believe there's an hour and 15 left? Like, oh my fucking God.
That's funny.
But that's just because I wasn't in the movies. Like, I feel like when I'm at home, obviously I'm like thinking about that.
Also, like, I love movies so much. I literally studied them in school. I don't want to watch a movie that's 2.5 hours long.
I say that, but if it was about something I really wanted to see, I would.
Like, how long? I'm trying to think of like the longest movie I've ever watched that I really enjoyed.
There are some, like, my thing is like,
okay, so Everything Everywhere All at Once is one of my favorite movies of all time. That movie is 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Yeah.
But it is so fast
So go ahead and eat crow.
I'm admitting that. I'm not eating shit. I'm admitting it.
Well, no, I agree with you. I'm saying like, the only reason I knew that movie was long as fuck, right? Yeah. But like, I literally was like, I love sci-fi gothic horror kind of thing. So I was like, I would love to watch this. Now, since I was home and I have free will to like look at my phone and stuff.
Sure.
I didn't when I was watching the movie because I didn't want to, but like when I did have the itch to look, that's when I checked how much time was left. And I was like, shit. And it was also getting late too, so I was like, should I come back to this? And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna finish it. And I'm glad I did. It was good. But it was oh man. Like, how long is Wicked for Good gonna be? Probably long.
Probably 2 hours. I feel like that's how long the first one was.
I really hope that I make it out of that theater alive.
I know. Drew's taking Adam. That'll be so cute.
Yeah. I'm just so afraid I'm not gonna. Oh, because I watched
the live thing that they did.
Live
one night.
Wicked for one night. Yeah. It was just unbelievable.
I told Carrie, I was like, enough of these shenanigans. Show the performances.
I said the same thing. And I said, I don't mean to be that guy, but I've met half these people. I don't need to see them be silly.
No.
Show me the performance.
The one with the little kid.
That was very cute. Yeah. So cute. But I did fast forward through the like behind the scenes stuff because I was like, it's okay. I don't need to see that. Yeah. I want to see the performances. Yeah. And I got to watch when I watched Ariana Grande perform. Thank goodness, obviously.
It was really good.
So good. And even
when they did For Good, I cried. I cried I cry every time she does Defying Gravity, no matter how many times I watch it. I always cry.
And can I say something?
Oh, and then The Wizard and I. That one always makes me cry too.
So
Sorry,
good. Can I say something? I know why. Listen, I'm going to preface this. I know why they had Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. I know why. other than them being the originals, the main thing is they don't want to show you the whole song because you obviously have to watch the movie. They want you to go see the movie. So I knew that was why. I don't want to see them sing it anymore. I've seen them sing it so many times. I don't want to see them anymore. I'm so sorry. Peace and love, though. I just don't want to see them sing it anymore. I want to see my new girls.
Sure.
Show me the other girls. Please. I'm begging you. Show me the other girls. Like,
sure.
So I watched the beginning, and then the rest I was kind of like... But when they were singing to each other, I was crying. And also, I felt like the Happy Days, like duet that they do, one of the greatest duets of all time. Oh man, so fucking good. I'm literally gonna look because I have it on my recently
on
listened
Reels.
to.
You sent it to me.
Oh no on like Spotify.
I told Drew that when they were singing that, I was like, how do I know the words to this? I go, maybe I listened to it a while ago. And then I realized they covered it on Glee. That's how I know most songs that are from musicals. I only know of them or know about them because they were in Glee. Like I was thinking about how I didn't know who Idina Menzel or Kristen Chenoweth was when they were on Glee. And then I remember in Frozen, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Rachel Berry's mom plays Elsa. And then I learned that she was in Wicked. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I didn't
Broadway legend.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, also, I was going to say, Cynthia Erivo's version of I'm Not That Girl.
Yeah.
With the strings, dude. I just got chills
also,
again.
I thought it was so cool watching Jeff Goldblum play piano. I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah, that was cute.
That was really cute, especially because he's the wizard. And then,
that was really cute. But her rendition of that, ooh.
He's so nice.
Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
really
He's
nice.
very nice. They're all very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I met Michelle, Cynthia. I can't really say I met Ariana Grande because I saw her in passing.
Mm-hmm. Same with Jonathan
and
Bailey.
Marissa Bodie.
She's so nice.
She is
oh,
so
and you met Ethan
nice.
Slater. He was really nice.
I did. Yeah, I did meet Ethan. He was really nice, and honestly, he's fun.
Yeah.
Like he's like down to joke around, which I thought was cool. And then I don't think I've ever met Jonathan Bailey.
No. Oh my God. If he was standing there, I would have my back turned to him. He's so beautiful. I can't make eye contact.
Or even Bowen. I've never met Bowen either.
No.
But everyone else, like, they're just all so nice. And that was like, that's why I was like, this is annoying of me, but I was like, I've met half the people in that room, so it's okay. I don't need to see them banter.
Skip.
Yeah, I want to watch performance.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Loved it. And Billy enjoyed it too. We watched it together. And I'm excited to see the new songs. I hope they're good.
I'm not. Just kidding. I am, but like also I just want to watch the movie. I don't
yes. Yeah. I'm very excited.
I'm going with a bunch of my friends to see. I'm very excited.
Well, and I'm sure that it will be I'll update you guys next week about the premiere experience, but I'm hopeful it'll be fun. I think it's going to be a good time.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We're going to segue into this week's topic, which is part 2 of coworker drama / funny work stories.
Perfect.
Last week's were pretty crazy.
Yeah. I feel like there was other things I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember them. If it's that important, it'll come back to me.
Do you have any funny work stories? You've told the short story, right, at the restaurant that they didn't fit your shorts. You've told it.
I've told that story, yeah. Like even when the clip went viral from me telling the guy who I trained and was smoking meth. Mm-hmm. In the clips the clip that he posted that went viral, there was a comment in there that was like, this story and the one where she talks about wearing her boss's shorts are like the funniest stories ever. And I was like, they were not the boss's shorts. They were the bartenders. Which, that's worse.
Was that a man?
Yes, of course it was. It was a big white guy named Grant. And Grant, if you ever see this, I really hated your shorts and they made me look so ugly. Thanks a lot. Oh, I did think of a childhood story though that I recounted to you recently that doesn't really have to do with work, but I did I don't know, I told it to Adam and he could not stop laughing.
What story?
About when we had transferred schools in our hometown.
When you called daddy on your way home? Oh
yeah.
The pixie sticks. Okay, tell them the story. That's funny.
So basically in the middle of 6th and 7th grade, we transferred schools up to the IE because we were going to school down in Orange County forever. And then, and when we say Orange County, we mean Santa Ana, but it's still technically Orange County.
Yeah.
But anyways, we transferred schools because the drive was just too much. And we were both really bummed about it, but we were like, whatever. And so we went.
Well, we were excited. I was excited to wear whatever I wanted to school.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have uniform in middle school, but like we kind of did. So
we had dress code.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a fucking dress code at any of the schools. But I was pissed off because I had to go back to elementary school.
Because it goes up to 6th grade.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm not going to make any friends. And then my mom is going to transfer me back because I have no friends.
Which is essentially what happened. But
no, she didn't give a fuck if we had friends. She transferred us back because the curriculum wasn't good enough. Like, because she kept asking me why I was already fucking around after school. And I was like, I finished my homework. And I was learning things I had already learned like a year ago.
But you were also really sad. So I think she did take into consideration you didn't have friends.
Well, like, I only say that because like I was purposely trying not to make friends.
But you also, I was just thinking this.
But it was hard for me not to.
We grew up around a bunch of different types of people.
Yeah.
But I had never gone to school with that many white kids before.
Yeah, that was
and
really...
it was very shocking.
And I this is a different story, but I remember there was a girl who really wanted to be my friend. And like, I was like, that's cool. Like we would just kind of talk sometimes. And she was like, let's eat together. And I said, okay. This was probably like my third or fourth day.
Yeah.
And they had chicken nuggets, which I had never seen.
They the way we were in school in Santa Ana, they're like everything is measured and healthy.
I had never seen chicken nuggets before and fries.
Or like brownies.
I was like, interesting. So we got them. And then this girl was talking to me and she was mixing her barbecue sauce and ranch and ketchup. She was like mixing it all together in one big part of her thing, and she was chewing with her mouth open and she kept spitting pieces of food at me. And I remember going, and I was like, I told mommy when she got home from work, I was like, I just really, I feel like I don't get along with these kids. Like, I feel like there's like maybe cultural differences going on. Yeah. I just felt grossed out, but that's besides the point. She was also kind of rude to me. Anyways, I would walk home from that school every day, which I was really excited to walk home from school because I thought it was like a movie because I never got to do things like that.
No, you feel grown up.
Yeah. And then also like the neighborhoods we grew up growing up in, we could not walk home in those neighborhoods. So like in this one, I was like, right. And my dad would make me call him and he would make me call him on my flip phone that he gave me. And I would have to talk to him the whole way home. It was like a 2-minute walk, but he would still make me call him. And then as soon as I got inside, closed the door, locked it, then he would hang up with me and I'd be like, okay. And, I told Dason, I don't know why I went through this phase. Every day I came home from school for the 2 weeks we were there.
Yeah, maybe a month.
I think it was like 2.5 weeks, if that. I would get home from school. I would finish my homework in like 20 minutes because it was too easy for me. And then I would sit, and my mom used to buy, I don't remember what for.
It's for birthday parties.
Okay, that's right. And like goodie bags.
Yeah.
So if you remember like pixie sticks, I don't know, are pixie sticks still a thing?
I think so.
But they used to make like these huge packs of like 300 of them, and they would be like little paper ones.
But they're in the same like thing at like when you get like a plastic straw, it's like in a wrapper. Like that's the same consistency of the pixie stick wrapper.
Yeah. So it wasn't like plastic, like the big giant pixie sticks. It was like paper.
Yeah.
And so I would get home from school and I would finish my homework and stuff, and I would just be sitting around because I wasn't allowed to watch TV till I got a hold of my parents. And some of you wouldn't know this, but you used to have to like call your parents' office and be like, can I speak to Noelle, please? Yeah. And if she didn't answer, she didn't answer. So I wouldn't.
Fuck. And you'd be like, hi, mommy. I wanted to know if I could watch TV. And she'd be like, this is your fails. You're like, no.
Yeah. And like I would just sit around the house, like doing nothing. And so then I would literally, I told her I went through a phase where every day I was housing 30 pixie sticks. I would eat at least, if I'm being a realistic number, not a hyperbolic one.
What was your favorite flavor?
Red, obviously.
Oh, mine was blue.
That's also a great one, but orange, red was my favorite.
Purple was okay, and
orange is the
horrible.
Worst. Yeah. But I would still eat the orange if that's all that was left.
Yes, obviously.
I would literally, if I was giving it a realistic number, I would eat at least 12. And then I would finish them all. And like we had to ask to have sugar. So then I would be like, I'm going to be in so much trouble. So then I would take all the papers and I would run outside to the side of the house and I would throw them in the trash.
The outside trash.
Not the kitchen trash. And then I would come inside and I'd be like, I would literally be sick to my stomach with like guilt over it. And
so sick you'd do it every day. How fucking sick could you really feel?
Like I would literally be like, oh my God. And I never did anything really bad as a kid, like ever.
Sick to my stomach, would do it again the next day.
Well, that's why I said like I had an addiction because I really was like, I have to do it. Like in my head, I was like, I have to.
It's compulsive.
I was like, you don't know, I have to do this.
Okay.
And then I realized that I was eating so many of them that they were severely depleting out of the house, and I was like, my mom's gonna notice. So then our
mom doesn't eat those.
No, but then every day I would ask her, can I have pixie sticks? And then she'd be like, yeah, you can have 2.
Yeah, after dinner.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, okay, and I just wouldn't take any, and I would just be like, okay, if I ask for 2 today and 2 tomorrow and 2.
Wait, how are you gonna make up for 12 in a day if you're only eating 2 every day?
I'm like, oh my god, I'm biting off more than I can chew. I'm like literally scooping water out of a sinking boat, like the way I keep doubling my numbers.
Then you're like, I can't believe they don't let me go to middle school. That's what she's doing. Jesus Christ.
I'm a grown up and I'm eating 15 pixie sticks. I would eat so many of them, like so many of them. Also, fast forward to when I was in college, and I was 19, 20. I was like, had this summer job, this like fuck ass summer job that I got through like one of my mom's like work people. Like, I don't remember. It was just to make money for school. And
bro.
This is when I was a junior I was going to be a senior in college.
She's working at a Department of Transportation, by the way. I won't say what region, but she's working at one of those. Right.
And so like I was working in a cubicle that was like the woman who used that was her cubicle. She was on maternity leave. And so like I remember I would pack the most bullshit ass lunches. And like
she's a junior in college, so here's the age difference. Yeah.
And one time, I don't even know where I got this. I got a big pixie stick. Like, so
you're telling 2 different stories right now, bro.
Well, I know the one you're thinking of, but this is the pixie stick. It was a blue one, and it was like those giant ones that were like
in a straw.
Yeah, it was like a half a foot long.
It's from Donnie's birthday. Mommy would buy them at like Sam's Club, and then you could put them in goodie bags.
But that one was a giant one.
No, the big blue ones. Bro.
Yeah,
oh,
and I took it from home, and I was like, I'm taking this for lunch, with my lunch. Like I had lunch too.
Yeah. This is my afternoon pick me up. My sugar boost.
And then like I'd finish my work by 10 a.m. And then
she had there till 5.
Yeah, she had an office chair, but also a bouncy ball because again she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And so I switched the chair and I was using the bouncy ball because I was like, fuck it, right? Like, so I'm sitting on the.
You've never told me this story.
I'm sitting on the bouncy ball, eating my pixie stick. Like,
she's 20 years old
at my desk. No one, and that's the funny thing is like my desk was so singular. Like there was no one around me, so I felt like I could do anything. Like,
and it's a cube. It's not an office. It's a cube. Okay.
And then the only person whose desk was near me was the guy who was managing me, and he was a weirdo. And so like. I didn't really give a fuck if he like thought I was weird because I was like, you're a freak, like, and you're a pervert, low key.
No, not high key.
Yeah, and so his office was like down the hall, but he was the only one near me.
Yeah.
So then I was like bouncing on the ball, and I was like,
at 20 years old. Okay.
Like eating, and I'm like, stick. And I'm eating the pixie stick like this, and I was like bouncing on the ball, and I was like on my computer, but I finished all my work, so then I was just kind of
Stardall.
I was just kind of bullshitting, like, and then I had my phone out, and I was like kind of looking at my phone, and I was like bouncing on the ball, and then I was like doing this with the pixie stick. And someone walked by and like said something, and it scared the fuck out of me because I was like, this is a bad look. Like, while I'm bouncing on this ball and I'm eating
in a pencil skirt.
Well, and I thought I was like alone, obviously, because he wasn't in the office. Like he had left.
You thought you were alone in an entire office building. Right.
In that wing, I never heard anybody. I never saw anybody.
Right. 20 years old. Yeah.
I worked there for like 2 months. I think I saw maybe 2 or 3 other people that weren't the guy in charge of me.
Okay.
In 2-3 months. Anyways. I'm bouncing and I heard someone right behind my cube and it scared me. So then I choked like on the dust and I was like,
cinnamon challenge at your desk.
Yeah. And I choked on the dust and I like coughed. And then like when I coughed, I squeezed the bottom of it because I was like, and I was like bouncing. So I was like mid bounce and I did that and I squeezed it. And then it got all over her keyboard and I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, okay. And then I literally got up and I like put my pixie stick to the side and I like got off the ball. And then like she had this, those things they use to clean keyboards.
The air, the compressed air.
So I was going, and like it was like solidifying because it's like so crystallized and it was like in the getting.
Why is there sediment in my keyboard?
Yeah, yes. And then I literally, I'm sweating because I was panicking and I got the
I'm panicking.
And I got her air thing and I was going, and I was like
turning it over and like slapping the back of it to get all the.
And I was like blowing, like I was like, like over and over again. And then I was like, because I was still like, my eyes are watering and everything because I still had dust in my throat.
Disgusting, bro.
And then I literally cleaned it up so fast. Like I was trying to. And then I remember he came back from lunch at some point and it looked like there was like dust in the air because I was like blowing that thing so many fucking times, which I don't think you're supposed to do that either. And then he was like, why does it look like it's smoky in here? And I was like, God, I don't know.
Why does the air taste like blue raz?
I don't know. It's 4:15. Do you care if I go home?
Y'all mind if I head home early? Finish my work. No, I thought the story you were going to tell was that she had a box of chocolate almonds on her.
Yes, from Trader Joe's.
And Drew's like, I'm eating these every day. I don't care.
I'll just have like, I would have like 1 or 2.
And then by the time she was done, she finished them. Right? So don't say 1 or 2. No, you didn't.
I bought another box and I put it
No,
there.
you didn't.
Yes,
did you?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I think I remember telling you.
I did. You were like, what are you going to do? And I was like, replace it. And you were like, no, you're not. And I was like, yeah, I am. I swear to God. But at first I was like, I don't need to replace it, dude. She's not going to remember that those were here.
20 years old.
Yeah, I wasn't meant to work a 9 to 5, I don't think. If I had to guess.
Speaking of 9 to 5, this first story is from Cynthia. She said, a few years ago, I worked at Wingstop. We had a lady, maybe in her early 40s, come from a different location to cover shifts here and there, and she used to stress everyone out. She had a few days where she would bring fart spray to work and spray it randomly near someone to blame someone for farting. At the time, she used to piss me off, but now I think it's kind of funny.
That's not funny.
If that's not her main location and she's just doing that.
Well, also in a food place is fucked up.
Right.
Don't do that there.
Why do my garlic parm wings taste like ass?
Well, and now those fart sprays are no joke. Like they hang out. Like they're in the air.
They're
like
no joke.
Well, imagine like you get your hot and spicy wings and then they smell like ass.
Yeah.
Like imagine.
No, I would be mad. Yeah.
And then she's like,
gotcha.
Yeah, like doing the Fortnite dance when you look at her. Damn. That is like, I do find, that being said though, I do find it funny to just terrorize people like that. Like, they're like, oh no. Like, almost, if anything, she was building fear, which is kind of funny. She's like creating this reputation for herself that is making people afraid of her. Because they're like, no.
That honestly feels like a character from like a Tim Robinson
I
sketch.
know,
Like, fuck, that lady's here again.
It's just like the one where he's like throwing the water.
Yeah. Stop that. I was gonna say, I've been watching The Chair Company. It is really funny.
Like, everyone's mad at you. He's like, and now everybody's looking at you and not me.
You made it weird, not me.
Stop it.
Just fucking leave it. Okay, this next one's from, is it Sit Lai? Sorry if I mispronounced her name, Queen. But she said, I used to work at an ice cream shop in Riverside. And one day a lady came in screaming about a car smoking on this side of the street. So I don't know why, but instead of calling the fire department, my store manager ran out with her with a fire hydrant in hand. Fire hydrant, like a fire extinguisher in hand.
Yeah.
I was leaving at that same time, so I figured they had it handled. All right, girl.
That's honestly so real. I don't get paid for that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
just like when they say like not to stop thieves, like if you work retail.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting paid for that
No.
shit. Help yourself. Like, hey man, like I'm not trying to die about this job. Like I figured they had it handled. Oh, I just clocked out. If you had gotten here 10 minutes earlier. All right, have a nice night, guys. Make sure you lock up. Thanks, guys.
And she said she wants a Love It size. I gotta go.
Yeah,
so.
by the way. So, I left the tip bell underneath the counter. Oh, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I would do the same shit. I'd be like, I ain't getting paid for that.
I don't get paid enough for that, yeah.
No way.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think if I have funny work stories. I feel like most of mine are sad. Like, they're not really funny. It's like people being mean to me.
Well, that's inherently funny.
Okay.
Like, when we're... I think what's funny about our jobs is that, like, we just, like, should not have been there.
Yes.
That's, like, the funniest
part.
I'm
thinking, like, even when I worked in Oregon, I'm, like, trying to think, like, because people were mean to me when I worked there.
Oh, me too. When I worked in Hawaii, it was the same shit. Like, I mean, like, I'm trying to think. I think the funniest stories I have are, like, when I was working office jobs more than anything. Because, like, the jobs I had in college were, like, more when I was, like, an assistant in the athletic department and stuff. I don't think there was anything particularly funny. It was more so, like, people yelling at me all the time. And then me sweating through my polo, like, every fucking day. And then having to relive that when I graduated from college. And all my stories from the NFL are only sad, like, almost exclusively. I was a big loser weirdo at the NFL.
I feel like both of us,
in such a strange way. In such a weird way.
When we worked in like customer service positions, they tend to always put us at like the part as the point person for people to be mean to. I don't know why that's happened to me. Like I was thinking, even when I got hired at U of O to be like a orientation leader, the first like 2 introductions we did, which is like student orientations, I was in charge of being a parking attendant, and people were so mad that they had to pay for parking, and they would yell at me.
Yeah.
And I'm standing in the corner. I have
because you make those decisions.
I have blonde streaks in my hair, and I'm literally 19. Why are you yelling at me? Or 20?
Yeah, I get that. When I was working in college, I was getting yelled at, but like it was in a way where like they weren't really looking for feedback. Like they just
wanted to be mean to me.
Yeah, and they were just yelling at me, and then I had to transfer that message to the person that they were actually mad at. So it was like it, but I felt like my bosses even then like knew putting me in a situation where I would have to be confrontational was probably not the best thing for the company. For the overall health and safety of the branding overall of it all. But yeah, I'm trying to think like when I worked at the NFL. Well, one time when I worked at the NFL, like when I worked at the NFL initially, they brought me in on a specific job, which I've already talked about, but like there was no established team or like goal. So like for the first 3 months I worked there, I was commuting every day for 6 days a week. I would sit and do nothing. So I would like create things to show them, and they'd be like, that's cool, whenever we get it started. And like that was it, because they brought me in before season. So like once season started, I started getting actual jobs. But I remember the first like room I worked in was like a room with, I want to say at least 30 people, and they had like booths like in a restaurant in there. They had like a bunch of desks. It was like one of those, it felt like like if you go to a cool startup in a movie, like that's what it looked like in there.
Like the Social Network when they initially
right. And it was all social people. So they were running one of their bigger accounts. I don't want to say which one it was, but it was like one of their biggest accounts. It wasn't the NFL one. It was another subsidiary one of that. But it was their most popular, like meme friendly account. Like, and I'll say it, that account was ripping off Bleacher. Like that's what I really do think. And so they were competing with Bleacher all the time. All men. I want to say like 40
What's the girl version of Bleacher? I follow it, but I always forget. It's like Herstory or something. No, her. Oh, I can't think of it. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Highlight her.
Oh yeah. Well, like there's highlights. Like there's House of Highlights. That's one.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's. I don't know if they're with House of Highlights though. Highlight her.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Which
okay.
are all under Bleacher Report. Right?
Yeah. Well, no. House of Highlights is different from Bleacher.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, sorry.
Highlight her could be, but I'm saying House of Highlights is another thing. But it's kind of like it's just like Bleacher Report, where it's like a separate entity thing. Either way, there was like 30 guys like working in there. I want to say there was maybe 1 or 2 women. I was the third one, right? Mm-hmm. And so I've been working there for 3 months, like, and they walked me around, introduced me to every single dude in that room, said I was new to the team, even though my team was separate and it was a team of 1 and it was just me. And they were like, oh yeah. No one ever talked to me when I was in there. Actually, only one guy talked to me, and like, cause we sat next to each other. Mm-hmm. And he was one of the few people of color in that room too, because there was all white guys for the most part. And so he and I kind of vibed, and he told me, man, I don't give a fuck about sports. I like music. And he's like, I'm just trying to because he was a designer, a graphic designer. He would make a lot of their really cool artwork for the fun stuff they were doing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'm just trying to get out. I'm trying to put this on my resume so I can finish and then go somewhere and work on music. I want to make album artwork or whatever. He was cool. And so he and I kind of keyed a little bit. Nobody else talked to me. And then like my 3rd month working there, at this point, I'm actively trying to make friends. Like I'm like telling them like, hey, like, or I'll like try to join a conversation.
Go to lunch.
And it just felt like everyone was like, yeah. To me always. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's never hard for me to make friends. So I was like, whatever. And so then as I'm sitting there, that was when I told you, they brought in a girl from, I remember, Pepperdine University. She's straight out of Pepperdine. Comes in, the white dude who kind of ran that whole thing, like a newsroom almost. He was like in charge of everyone. Again, he was like in his 20s too. He comes in, he goes, guys, we got a new hire, right? And then everyone starts cheering. And I was like, oh, like I'm like in this room too. So I'm like, oh, like, wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's like a white girl. And she's like, God, oh my God, thanks guys. Like she was like so like bubbly and like, and then he was like, all right, tell everyone about yourself. And then she tells them, I just graduated from Pepperdine. I'm this kind of major. I love football. Like she's like going down the list. I love surfing. I remember that too. Like she was saying shit like that. I'm like, okay, cool. And he goes, right. He goes, all right. And they're all like cheering. It felt like a frat house. Like I felt like I was invisible, low key. And then he's
That's
like,
why those scenes in Overcompensating are
yes,
so funny.
yes, dude. And then she goes and sits down and he goes, well, don't get too comfy in that seat because we're all going to lunch today. And then everyone starts cheering. And then she goes, guys, oh my God, guys, that's crazy. And then they brought out like a big like tote bag of like merch and shit, and they were like, something we do for new hires, and it had all this shit in it. And she was like, oh my God, and you set up my desk and you did this and all that. And I'm sitting there like, I have been new here for 3 fucking months. Not one person has made the room cheer for me, let alone go to fucking lunch.
Right.
And where did she get that tote? Is that a new work thing? I've been here for 3 months.
They're like, oh, it was a new initiative passed after you got hired. So
yeah, and then they were like,
retroactively do
and then they literally were like going around getting a head count for lunch. Skipped right over me.
Yeah, one.
They were going, wait, so you two too, and this is me. You two, right? And you two right here. And then I'm sitting there looking, and then I asked him, I go, where are you guys going to lunch? And then the guy goes, I don't know. Right. No, for sure. For sure. Okay. Okay. Well, now I'm sitting there looking fat, gay, and ugly. I for real was like, I'm getting sweaty reliving it. I can see it in my head. I remember being so like, what the fuck? Like in my head that I went to the bathroom after. Aww. And I was like texting Billy and I was like, I don't think I like this job, dude.
I don't want to be here anymore.
And all of my friends, for the most part, were the people who worked in the cafeteria they had. The security guards, they were always really nice to me. The front desk people loved them. And the bathroom attendant. They have a fucking bathroom attendant working there like in a fucking club.
Do they tip him?
I'm thinking no. But like she was always really nice to me. And I would go in the bathroom and cry quite often at that job. And sometimes I would come out and she'd be like, and she would hand me tissues. And that was one of those times where I had never felt so ostracized. I was like, oh, where are you guys going to lunch?
Me growing up. It's me in every situation.
Where are you guys going to lunch? I don't know.
Have you told Adam that story? He'll laugh at that one. That's funny. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more of your guys' stories. So this next one's from Danny. She said, my work bestie is so similar to me, but she's 61 and I'm 26. We've gone ghost hunting on our lunch break through a cemetery in my Tesla to see if the spirits show up on the screen.
That is so fun.
I love that.
That is so fun, and I love that. I love those very specific work friendships where you're just really good friends with someone who's twice your age.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, they're so cute.
I had one of those friends at the NFL. I was 23 when I was working there. She was 40. Yeah. And she was the one of the 2 people that had lunch with me the entire 10 months I worked there. And the other person was my buddy from college that I got a job there for. And the only reason we didn't eat lunch together every day was because he worked through lunch a lot of times. So like sometimes he would slack me and be like, hey, do you want to go to lunch? And I'd be like, I can't, I have to work, or he would do the same. But the few times we would meet up, we would go eat together. But she was the last person I had lunch with before I got fired.
Fun.
But she was fun. I would like talk to her about stuff all the time. She was always so nice to me. And if you can believe it, also a woman of color. So
right. Well, yes.
Those were the only people that were nice to me at that job. I think that's why I was like, that was another reason why I think I looking back now, I know that job wasn't for me, because it is never hard for me to make friends. I will have at least 2 friends within the first week of working there. Mm-hmm. I'm really good at shit like that. Obviously, I'm very personable, I'd like to say. I'd like to think I'm pretty good at making friends. But they wanted me dead in that office.
Yes.
They hated me.
That's why when you called me and said you got fired, I said, now 2 of us have been fired from the NFL in our family.
And they really don't want us in there.
They're like, no way. When they see that last name, they're like, don't let them in.
And I remember too, I got lunch, not lunch actually. One time, one of the guys on like the smaller team, this was before I got put on a team by myself. He was like, oh, I'm going to go get ice cream at this ice cream truck they're having outside. Does anyone want to come? And I was like, I'll go with you. And then he was like, really? Yeah, if you're asking, like, I'll go with you. And then he was like, okay. And then we walked out together, and I was like trying to make conversation. I was like, oh, so how long have you worked here? And he was very like guarded at first to me. And I was just like, is everyone who works here like this? Like,
everyone that works there acts like they're in Divergent. So
yes. And then eventually, like, we were standing in line, and I was like getting kind of desperate for conversation. So I was like trying to make conversation, but it seemed like I was annoying him. Mm-hmm. And then randomly he told me, he had said something like, oh, like my partner works, I think his partner worked for like Teen Vogue or something like that. Like, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he goes, my partner who's a man. That's how he said it to me. And then I go, oh, okay, that's cool. And then we were just looking at each other. I go, my sister's a lesbian, so my sister's gay. And then he was like, really? And I go, yeah. And then he was like, oh, and then the whole conversation shifted after that. Like, he was
also working at the NFL.
I know, but I'm saying he was being really nice to me after that, and I felt like he like, and then I met his partner and him at the Christmas party that year, and he was like so drunk when he was talking to me, and he's like, I think you're so awesome, and like, you didn't even react when I told you about my partner. And then I was thinking, how many times has that happened to you where you felt like you had to like be really on your guard about it like that? Like, it had to have happened once at least. Like, someone reacted so homophobic and awful. Yeah. For him to have to hide it like that. And so after we cleared that hurdle, he was always nice to me. But like, again, it's like it's just me and all the marginalized people.
Yeah. That's what I usually see community amongst
rocking together.
Minorities and everyone.
I'm rocking with Mark because he's rocking with us. Yeah. That was them to me.
Okay, this is going to be the last one we do. This one's from Darcy. She said, I used to work in the deli of a local grocery store chain.
Nice.
The deli manager, a 51-year-old man at the time, and the assistant manager, a woman who had just turned 21 like a month before this, were fired for having sex in the deli fridge. How did we know they were having sex in the deli fridge? Not only did my coworker catch them during work hours, but the assistant manager came out and told her that they were indeed having sex in the fucking deli fridge.
What the fuck?
Y'all getting freaky in the deli fridge?
Yeah, I'd rather you spray fart spray near my meat than be doing it near my meat. I you know, if I had to pick thought daughter gay son, I'm picking fart spray.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, also 51 and 21, pervert. Fucking pervert.
Wait, actually, we're doing one more. This one's from Lorena. She said, I was having stomach issues and I went to the side room to fart, and a customer, Jason Segel, the actor, who's also a regular at my work, was standing right next to the door and heard it. And he still comes in, and thankfully he's really nice and he never brings it up. Have you ever, you know when people do that? They're like, I gotta go fart over there. You can't like suck your farts back in.
I'll hold it until my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
If it's really that bad.
Yeah.
But if I got a fart, I'll this is me just being transparent.
Right.
If like the fart is so intense that I have to release it, I just do it.
Okay.
Regardless of circumstance, like, how are you going to prove it was me? You can't.
So you would do that
if I had to.
If you and I were working in the deli fridge, you would do that?
If I had to.
Okay.
But if not, I'm just going to hold it.
What if we're at dinner? You would do that at dinner?
If I had to, yeah. I'm telling you.
You wouldn't tell anyone?
No. When it comes to me and mine, I'm going to protect me. So if my stomach, if I'm going to get bubble guts or shit myself, I'm going to fart at the table and I'm just not going to say anything. And it is what it is. You know, and that's why I said if it's necessary. 9 times out of 10, though, like when it's not necessary and I can just swallow it, like I will. Okay. I'll just eat it. Like
your own fart?
Yeah. I'll just eat it and then I'm going to shit myself and then I have to excuse myself, go to the bathroom, and then I'm gone for 20 minutes. So which one's worse, you know?
I guess, yeah.
I guess it just depends. But like I've never been someone, this like kind of makes me giggle because it makes me like still embarrassed, like almost like a child, but like I don't find it better when someone goes, sorry, I farted. I almost think it's worse.
Yeah.
Like I would rather you just not tell me and then we can all be like, it stinks. Who was that? Like I'd rather you play along with me than go, sorry, I had to fart. Like that makes it worse to me. Like,
I think both piss me off. So
I'd rather obviously the ideal situation is no farts being had. But like, if I had to pick, like, let's just pretend like, and we'll do the whodunit version of it, and then that's it. Like, I don't want you to go, sorry. Like, that to me is like way worse. Like, that's so much worse than me just like going, it stinks, and then you going, it does stink. Why? Did someone fart? And let's just play the game. Like, let's act. You know what? Too much method acting in things like the lighthouse, and not enough method acting when it comes to farts in public. Like, let's start method acting there. Let's all pretend.
Let's all pretend we've never farted ever.
And let's all be like, who was that? Like, I'd rather do something like that.
Really?
Jason, you would rather someone, like, if you're on a date with somebody, you'd rather them go, oh, sorry, I farted.
No, I'd rather you hold in your fart till you get home.
I know that, but let's just say that's not the case. Like,
okay.
I told you, let's take that off the table. And we're talking between letting it out because you have to and just pretending it wasn't you, or someone going, sorry. Which one's worse?
I would rather someone admit that they did it.
You're a liar.
I would.
That would humiliate you, and you know that, and you're sitting here lying. Like, you're sitting here lying. You would rather someone. Okay, then I see that answer. I raise you another question. Why then does it bother you when Donovan does that? Because Donovan goes, sorry.
Because he does this. He does that.
That's not what bothers you about it.
It's the face that pisses me off. And he's forcing it. If it's like, hey, my stomach is hurting, I have to
the
fart.
goalposts have moved.
No, they haven't.
Now, I'm telling you, like, you would rather someone be
and
like...
because he annoys me, that's why.
You're telling me it wouldn't annoy... Like, if we're in mixed company, and let's say we're in a group of, like, 4 or 5, and we don't know these people very well.
There's a whole skit about this on Tim Robinson, where someone won't admit that they pooped and didn't wash their hands.
I remember that one.
And then everyone dies from
and that's different. And also extreme. But I'm saying, let's say we're standing in a group of people. We just like we're at an event. Okay. We just met these people. We think they're cool.
It would still piss me off, but I would be less pissed if they didn't admit it.
Even though it could be anyone around.
Or if I would be less pissed if they admitted it. I'm sorry, I mixed up what I was saying. Yeah, I would rather them admit
you're crazy.
It. I would still.
And
be
you're
mad.
lying. And you're literally lying.
We're just different people.
It's just the fact that like you would rather someone be like, sorry, that was me, and then everyone goes, oh. Like, they don't even know you that well. Like, that's fucking weird.
I would still be mad, but less mad than if they were like,
Even though you don't know who it is?
Yeah.
And it could have been anyone?
I'm still annoyed.
You want someone to take responsibility?
I would rather that, yeah.
No, you're a liar.
I prefer accountability.
Dason's the most embarrassed person on the face of the planet.
No, I'm not.
And she's sitting here
no,
lying.
I'm not. Our dad is. So no, I'm not.
Yeah, he's got you beat by like 2 clicks, bitch. Like, you're right there next to him. Like,
I mean, I would feel embarrassed, but I would feel less angry.
Dason. Liar.
You would be embarrassed
I
too.
watched you get mad at Donnie for admitting that he farted. You're a liar.
No, I've watched him. You know why? Because he does it while we're eating dinner.
That's what I just said.
I know. If I'm at dinner, I would rather than be like, I'm so sorry, dude. That was an accident. I thought that wasn't going to come out.
Okay, what if it wasn't that? And what if it was this? Sorry.
Yeah, then I'd be mad. I agree with that.
Okay. You know, okay.
I agree with that.
Now we're splitting hairs. Well, you guys let us know what you would prefer.
Would you rather someone
because I would rather do, who could that have been? Like, I'd rather do the whole pageantry of the lie or be like, ew. And then them be like, I know. Who was that? I don't know. And then it's over.
Okay.
I think I'm cool with living in ignorance in that specific scenario.
Okay.
Because it makes me enraged to think about someone going like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, and you know how sometimes white people say things like, I pooted.
Yeah.
Or some bullshit like that. Like, they're like, sorry, that was a poot for me. I'm sick and I'm pissed off and I'm angry. Like, I need you to lie to me and I need you to say fart like a grown man.
Yeah.
None of this poot shit.
No.
I don't like it. Unless we're talking poot Lovato.
Right.
Then I'd be willing to have the conversation.
Right. I agree. Anyways, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls.
Yes.
So if you want to buy tickets to our live show, you can go to drewoffwallet.com/tour. The link will be in our bio below.
Yes.
And you'll probably see all of our Instagrams as well.
We're doing 2 shows. Don't forget. And if you're part of the Patreon, you can get them too.
Yeah.
Get them early.
If you're not part of the Patreon, then you can have access on Friday on the same website.
Yes.
And then what's it called? Make sure you get Drew's book. Both the hardcover and the paperback are available everywhere you can get books, including the audiobook. And then make sure you sign up for the Patreon, because if you were signing up for the Patreon, you'd have early access to tickets right now, girl.
Yes.
Other than that, we love you and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
That was a headgum podcast.